Shore where that deep water is. We're going to have to be very careful. We've got to take that the flood route, haven't we?
Oh yeah.
What time is the expected ball for tomorrow? So 12ish,
Well,
midday.
I should know more about that tonight when I get Trish, but roughly midday.
It's an ill wind that blows no one some good. Fred Larcombe is in his element, water, and beekeeping his favourite hobby.
How many bees would be in one hive, Joe?
Oh, not very many. 20 or 30,000, I suppose, in these hives.
In one hive?
Yeah, yeah.
In one of those boxes?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
There must be a million here.
Oh, you get a very strong hive in England, standing about this high, you get up to maximum of 100,000 in one hive. Yeah.
And they're going to collect the honey in the same way, presumably?
That's right.
They're going to move them on the train. I mean, they've locked those off over there now. They've closed them down. They're away.
Just follow the flowers, basically.
That's it.
Lest they forget just why they're in China, the team is treated to a special performance of the Hangzhou Ballet Company's wave dance. On the eve of the day that Stuart plans to face the dragon at its strongest, this coy portrayal of its character is not exactly inspiring. Lingyin Temple, or Soul's Retreat, is the most famous Buddhist temple in all of China. It's a sign of the times that not everyone here is simply sightseeing. Daily, the temple is full of practicing Buddhists. These nuns have come on a pilgrimage from Taiwan, a visit that was unthinkable just a few years ago. If there's any good fortune to be had from the Buddha's blessing, Stuart feels he needs it today. It's an official holiday in Hangzhou, and coincidentally, the day the Chinese predict the silver dragon will be most awesome. Along the banks of the Qiantang River, 250,000 Chinese have come to pay homage, just as they have done for centuries. For the good, the great, and the party privileged, a special pagoda gives the perfect view. As the dragon makes its way upriver, it begins to show its teeth. The team bides its time, waiting for just the right moment. The moment comes, Stuart is in the water. Fred Larcombe's boat has cameraman Nick Shipley on board to capture Stuart's record-breaking attempt. The second boat has backup cameras that will prove invaluable. Stuart is in the jaws of the dragon and somehow manages to stand up. He rides the Qiantang bore for a record 11 seconds and decides he's done enough. At that moment, disaster strikes the camera boat.
Fred Larcombe is aware that the dragon is snapping at his heels, but at the critical moment his boat refuses to respond to the throttle.
Fred, Andy Long and Nick Shipley are under the wave. Stuart is still afloat on his surfboard somewhere. John Biddle's dilemma is how to get over the wave to go to the rescue. He must find a break in it. Cameraman Nick Shipley and Andy Long are safe, clinging to Andy's surfboard. But Nick's camera with unique film is in the mouth of the dragon.
If I said I was pissed off, that's putting it very, very mildly. If you lose something that precious, what can you say? It's just a tragedy, and I feel absolutely fed up about the whole thing.
Nick's English understatement conceals a heartfelt relief that everyone is in one piece, although their pride is a little dented.
I had the camera stuck in this hand, and the boat was going there, and I was being pulled and pulled and pulled by this camera all the way down the river until I felt it ripped from my hands.
It flipped. The motor was still buzzing. Cut a man in half. No trouble at all. That was my concern. They've got helmets, life jackets, fine. But that thing, a chainsaw basically, buzzing through the air.
There's omens. I mean, we're in China. These guys are superstitious. We got hammered today. We've ridden the ball. I think we should call it a day.
Fred Larcombe is embarrassed and angry. The team is divided on whether the wave is rideable.
You've got to treat it with respect. It's a colossal amount of water and it's moving quite fast. It's moving very fast. I would say it's moving twice as fast as a 7-bore.
Whispering in your ear, Fred.
You reckon?
I think it was, yeah.
I think the wave's rideable. Yeah, no, the wave's not too bad.
Oh, boy.
Tomorrow.
Fred is keen for Stuart to have another attempt at the wave the next day, but Stuart has had enough and will not be persuaded.
So you're an absolute nutter.
No, I don't think so, no.
Andy Long and Fred stay on to try to ride the boar convincingly, but they run out of time. The boar disappears. Stuart Matthews hangs up his wetsuit and heads back to England the following day. He's been in the jaws of the dragon and knows it is not the 7-bore.
I think it's a magic wave. It really is. But you've got to treat it with a great deal of respect. A great deal of respect. I'm just wondering if we treated it with enough.
Respect for the Qiantang is something the Chinese have learned over centuries. No doubt others will come to challenge their dragon, but they will simply smile, knowingly.
Sierra Oscar from 148. Urgent assistance is needed. PC Yorkie Smith has an unpleasant scene to attend to. Find out the details after the break.